You already know what it is, man. It's your boy YB the OT, aka Mr. Boss Up Get Paid. Boss Up Get Paid, get your skrilla. It's about a bag. You ain't chasing a bag, you ain't chasing your dreams, you're wasting time. Time the only thing you can't get back, so you know what that means. You gotta capitalize on the shit you can't get back. You feel me? Get up off your ass, chase knowledge, health, wealth, perspective, growth, mindset. Be the best version of yourself than you ever been, man. It's about blessings, learning lessons, no more bad days. Get your head down, get your bag way, way up. TMC, the marathon continues. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's been a long time since I checked in. A lot of life events have happened for me. I'm not sure necessarily the last time I posted, but I felt like it was a good time to record a little bit of footage, tap in, you know, give a little piece of perspective that I've collected over, I'll say, the last 9 months. So you already know what it is. It's September, 9th month of the year. My birthday month, you feel me? Big Virgo gang. Shout out to me. Shout out to us. Shout out to the gang. Happy belated birthday to the gang. All the homies whose birthdays are already passed, as well as happy early birthday to all the birthdays coming. But yeah, life's been crazy, man. Spent the year in a real interesting space, I could say. Interesting is probably the best word to describe it. Some of it's been in a sad space. Some of it's been an angry space. Some of it's kind of been a frustrated space. While all at the same time being in my joy, my glory. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating some of the best times of my life. My daughter was born in December. So, you know what I'm saying? Every month of this year literally celebrates that many months of life for her. So that's been dope, a blessing. You know what I'm saying? But it's just been the journey. Just the journey been interesting. From spending all last year in the space where I was recovering from rupturing my Achilles. You know what I'm saying? That's an injury that sits you down for 6 months plus. Got back to work a little bit from that. But then the job I was at prior to the injury just wasn't fitting for, you know, who I was when I got back from the injury. So learning who I was after the injury was also a whole journey of its own. But yeah, spent a bunch of months just looking for work, real discouraged. Discouraged about my work situation, which snowball effect into, like, you know, just my living situation. Never mind, a little bit earlier from the Achilles rupture, I had a car accident. So I lost my vehicle, I lost my license, all my personals I had in the car, you know what I'm saying? So just trying to bounce back from that as well. So working on getting, you know what I'm saying, back on the road. That's been a journey. Yeah, just everything. It's been a journey. And I legit, I'll say, a month ago, got to the point of complete discouragement. And, you know what I'm saying, tried to stay positive, happy for my little one, you know what I'm saying? Happy for just being able to wake up, you know what I mean? Have perspective. But it's hard. Life been tough. So on my journey searching for an apartment, somewhere to live, somewhere to raise my little one, I'm searching, and I'm realizing, like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've only lived one place outside my parents' crib. I lived there for 5 years, but that was my first time being out the crib. So I never really got to search for an apartment or search for a house or whatever the case is as a real everyday fucking pedestrian, you know what I mean? Like, where I lived, I was blessed enough with the opportunity to live with my cousin, you know what I mean? Well, not live with him. He bought a house. It had space for it as a 2-family. I was able to rent the side out. You know, it was dope. But yeah, the whole experience, live, learn a lot about myself, whatever. But now this is my first time having to search for a space to stay. And yeah, it was a whole experience of its own. Finding out, you know, I mean, obviously it makes sense to make 3 times the rent as your income so you can survive and you don't be out here drowning. But In the same token, it's like finding out everybody and their mother wants you to make 3 times your income, as well as pay them 3 times your monthly rent, if not 4 times your monthly rent to move in. Talking about first, last, security, and real estate agent deposit, which is usually a month's rent. Like, yeah. And then the market is crazy. Like a 2-bedroom is anywhere between $2,000 and $3,000, and $2,000 is like far and wide in between. Like, it's very hard to find $2,000. And if you do, there's gonna be things that don't work out for you. It might be, you know, on the top floor. It might be an inconvenient parking situation. It might be inconvenient for work situation. It could be inconvenient. A lot of things might not work for you. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, being able to find the things that are like the cheapest deter you from actually choosing them. So yeah, it's been a crazy journey. So in reality, like, if my budget was between $2,000 and $25,000, and I gotta pay somebody 4 times in order to move in, that means somebody wants me to pay them $10,000 to move into an apartment that I don't own. I don't reap any benefits other than a roof over my head, honestly. Like, that doesn't sit well with me. Especially knowing that if I'm gonna stay down to make 10 bands to give away and never see again other than the little security kickback, which is like a 1/4, I might as well stay down even longer and just get the 20 bands and buy a house, right? Mortgage is gonna be cheaper than the rent in reality. And at least if I'm gonna pay what people are looking for me to pay for rent, I'll own whatever I'm paying. You know what I'm saying? I'll own what I'm paying for, and it'll be worth it. But I mean, yeah. That's the reality of where I started getting with searching for an apartment and all that. And yeah, like I said, I just started getting real discouraged, whatever the case was. But in the same token, I started feeling real pressed because I told myself I definitely didn't want to go into my daughter's first birthday, staying under, you know, my parents' roof and, you know, raising her there. But regardless of the fact, I wanted to go into this year in a new space, a space of my own. Like I said, a job search and all the other things like got in the way, and so be it. And I've been able to bounce back. I've been able to get to work. I've been able to grind, stack it up, do what I got to do, as well as take a couple of dope trips in between, fortunately. But yeah, like, I was completely discouraged. And I will say, with discouragement came a little bit some anxiety that actually caused me to anxiety and panic, I'll say. So as I began to panic and get real anxious, started doing just things that are different, things I never did. And honestly, on the other side of discomfort is success every time. Like, I started doing things like, all right, at this rate, if these people are asking for $1 billion, let me at least put my eyes on what they think that I'm supposed to give them $10,000 to move into. So it started with just, you know, calling around, hey, can I come visit the location? How can I come visit the location? And going place to place, seeing different units, apartments, whatever the case is. I don't know if I was blessed back with things that would start to work out for me, or if I just so happened to get anxious in the right season. It's probably a little bit of a both. Because if I wasn't working for something, I probably wouldn't have found the things I started finding. But longest story short, maybe 3 weeks ago, started running into all types of units that fell into my financial bracket, convenience for work, you know, amenities, or whatever the case that I was looking for. So, yeah, I kept up the whole, you know, let me call, contact people, make contact, find out things, ask some questions. And then as I started to go visit places, I get to talk to the agents more, you know, kind of learn the lingo, the market, how things are going. Now I got to kind of pick up game on how to get the information I need, as well as find out what I need to do to get where I'm trying to go, basically. And long story short, I ended up finding 2 places that I really liked. Well, 3 that I really liked. One of them, I didn't like how the business was going. It wasn't going smooth. It necessarily isn't always gonna go smooth, but it wasn't even going it wasn't going as a healthy situation off the beginning, right off the bat. Like, I'm reaching out, sending emails, I'm calling. I call and the guy answers, he's like, yeah, email whatever you want to ask me, like hangs with the phone. That's already red flag for me. I'm straight. What happens if something happens with my apartment? And I gotta call management or the office or whoever the case is, and this is what I gotta deal with. Like, I'm already not feeling it. Then the email process started turning into a back and forth, and like, he's asking for all my information and a payment before I could even see the place. That's crazy to me. Red flag again. Yeah, so I scratched that off my list. So I found 2 other places that I really liked. Convenience in space, convenience in location. So I start checking those out, whatever. Check them both out, like them both. One of them falls into my budget a lot better. So I'm like, I'm gonna go with that. In the process of that, you know, I pressed my girl about doing what she has to do on her end so that we can have all our paperwork in so that we can see all our options kind of spread out. And come to find out, we go see the other spaces that I like that is in our budget. And we like the space, we're ready to go with it. We get ready to go sign some paperwork and put a deposit down, and 20 new units open up. So now we're like, well, let's check out the other units too. We check out one of the other units. I like the other unit way better, more space, more of what I was looking for, closer to the amenities. Completely fits what I'm looking for. But I say all of that, no, not really a long story short, just a long story. But I say all of that to say, no matter how difficult today is, how difficult yesterday was, how tough tomorrow may be, you stay down for the come up, and I promise eventually you will come up. But you gotta work. Like, because I definitely hit a window of discouragement where I wasn't working and I was just stressed, angry, depressed, just lashing out, like, just not me. I'm not even saying that I'm completely back to me yet, but I'm feeling way more positive about my situation and about my future. Just seeing that, okay, hard work is paying off again. And sometimes, like, we lose track. We forget that we got to keep working. Even if it's not hard work, you got to keep working. So sometimes the simple work is just getting up and going to work, making the bread, and not spending it at the end of the week. That sometimes is the easy work. And as long as you keep working, you'll at least have something to fund what the next mission is, the next goal, where you're going, what you're trying to do. It's a lot easier to do things when you have money. It's a lot easier to have a smile on your face when you know you at least have financial backing of your own. Not financial backing you're going to have to pay somebody back, or whatever the case may be. Like, yeah, man, take care of you. Take care of home. Take care of your mental health. Stay down. Keep working. I promise there's light on the other side. Promise. Like, I don't even know what I was going to say when I started this video. I just know I needed to give perspective on where I've been in the last 9 months, how I've been feeling for the last 9 months, and where it's sending me and where I'm going. Like, yeah. Yo, keep working. Stay down for the come up. It's about blessings and learning lessons. No more bad days. No more bad days. May the best of your days be the worst of your tomorrows. The best of your todays, worst of your tomorrows. You feel that? Like, that's one of my favorite Hove quotes, because that's one of the ones. Like, I felt that shit. But yeah, man. Boss will be paid. Get your Skrilla. It's about a bag. You ain't chasing a bag. You ain't chasing your dreams. You're wasting time. Time is the only thing you can't get back. So you know what that means. You got to capitalize on the shit you can't get back. You feel me? Get up off your ass. Chase knowledge, health, wealth, perspective, growth, mindset. Be the best version of yourself than you ever been, man. It's about blessing and learning lessons. No more bad days. TMC, the marathon continues. Put your head down. Get your bag way, way, way up. You feel me? Game time.